Hello, and welcome to episode 29 of KMBKomhyr Plays Minecraft. I am here in a creative world with a bunch of villagers wandering around, but I've been spending a lot of time thinking about item elevators. I need one that works 100% of the time, is jam-proof, can work on SMP really well. And I want one that doesn't make any noise. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to meet all that criteria. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show you the process that I've been going through with this. I've tried a lot of different designs, and yeah, it's been a little frustrating at times. Let me get some droppers going here. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what we've been doing. So, first thing I did is I kind of looked up some other people's designs. And this is one that Generic B showed on a video he made. And, looking at it, you think, yeah, this should work perfectly. It should... Wait, let me just make sure I get this right here. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, you think, okay, yeah, this is a good design. This should work. I'm doing it wrong. Here we go. Like this shouldn't jam. You'd think by looking at it, shouldn't be possible to jam. Everything should be fine. I actually put these hoppers on the wrong side here. So yeah. Basically how it works is you get stuff coming in your hopper pipeline here, puts it into this bottom dropper. These are droppers, right? Yeah, okay, good. Pick the right thing. And when an item goes into there, it sends signal through the comparator here to this wire, and that goes into the block, powers the dropper, moves it up one, and at the same time it powers this dust here, which just throttles the hopper so that it doesn't jam more stuff into the dropper before the item moves up a block. So we can see, we put one thing in there, and you saw the power there, and it should be, yeah, it's right here, second dropper up. So, this looks like a good design because, you can just, you'd think, just continue it up. Take your comparator and wait, I'm going the wrong way. We gotta come from this side. I'll get it right, don't worry. So you take your comparator here and send power into the block, and yeah, dust, repeater, and another block here. And so the first one sends signal to the bottom dropper, sends it up one. Second one gets knows that it has an item in there and just powers itself. So it's just, you should be able to, whoops. So I got two items in there, and they should be in here too. And yeah, this looks like it should work perfectly fine, just tiled upward as far as you can go. And so I built one here that goes up a good long ways, and you'd think, okay, this should be fine. So we'll put a couple stacks of wool in there, and we'll watch it. And what's going on? Did it? Yeah, okay. So I don't know, maybe there was, okay, sorry. It was pre-jammed. Anyways. I must not have cleared it out completely. My mistake here. Oh. Okay. I've jammed it up. Okay, I've gummed up the works. 1 second. Sorry about that. I did not realize that there was still sandstone in there from some previous testing, so we'll just fix that. Where did the rest of my wool go? Okay, we almost collected it all. We're almost there. I blew it, guys. I blew it. Okay, let's see. We got it all now? Yeah, we got it all. Okay, let's try this again. So, I'll start throwing the wool in there. And... did I have more sandstone somewhere? Oh, I think this one just jammed already. Like, it just jams for no apparent reason. Yeah. It's jammed again. So, I don't know why that is. You know, I've come to the conclusion doing this that droppers are just really buggy. We got jam there. Is it gonna jam? Yeah, it just keeps jamming up. So I don't know why this doesn't work. Other people who experience similar things, it just keeps getting jammed. And I don't know. It should work. Looks like it should work. But anyways, there's this one that's kind of a variation on it, and on this design. And you know it. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. So I think we're all clear here. So it kind of does the same thing, but it works on the principle that if this torch gets lit and powers this dropper, it will also power this one at the same time. You know, kind of send the power downward. And if there's power, if you know you have an item in here, and both of them get powered at the same time, then it will got some stuff in there. It will send the item up 2 droppers. So this one, you know, works okay. It's pretty decent. Do I have some stuff in here? Yeah, I think that's all of it. But this one I found jams too, and you know, it's got a lot of redstone torch updates. And yeah, I think okay. It will sometimes strand items in the system if things don't work quite right. You know, we'll let it cycle through those 2 stacks of wool, and we'll see what we get up at the top here. In the meantime, we can go over and look at this. This is my attempt at compacting down JL. His you know, mechanical item elevator that sends stuff up a glass tube, and you know, I almost got it there and then just didn't quite get it all the way done, and oh yeah, I broke it too. So you know, it's not working right now, but yeah, we got the dropper spitting out items really quickly, and if this was working, you know, we'd see items flowing up through the center, and that, you know, I couldn't get it compact enough for what I wanted, so that wasn't going to happen either. And I think we have a jam here. Yeah, we've yeah, it jammed up the comparator. I don't know, something went wrong, and this item elevator jammed. So you know, long story short, even though it, you know, it ended up being long, I came up with my own design that you know, I think it meets all the requirements that I want, and I'll show you just a little example here. So what my thinking was is, if you can power each dropper in turn, then you can build an item elevator that just, you know, it sends 1 pulse up the line for each item, and will power each dropper in turn. So here's kind of the design I came up with. So if we send power here, let me just grab a torch here. You know, we get power going to the repeater, which sends it through this block down to this dust, which then powers this block underneath the repeater, and that powers the dropper right beside the block. And then, so we can kind of just tile that upwards, going around in circles. So we get same thing here, and then as soon as I put this dust on, we power the second repeater, or sorry, the second dropper. So I can just quickly put something in there, and you know, as soon as I put a piece of dust here, we get 1 going up 1, piece of dust here, it moves up 1 more. So yeah, that's kind of the basic principle behind this. And you know, I've come across a design that seems to work flawlessly, and I'll show you that here. So yeah, put one more in, and it should be in the last one. And we can go up one more here. And you know, it just keeps looping around. And as soon as I put some dust down here, we should have an item pop out the top. And there it goes. Yeah, there it is right there. So that design is right here. This tower here. And I have not been able to make this fail yet. So what happens is you have your items coming in down this this hopper pipeline, and I'll just I'll grab a stack of something here. Comes down, gets fed into this dropper here at the bottom. Whenever there's items in there, it will power this comparator here, which will turn this torch off. Now this torch right now is keeping this very simple hopper clock disabled. So the torch is powering that dust down there, and we have one item in there, in this case a piece of redstone, but it can be whatever you want. Yeah, so as soon as there's any item in that bottom dropper, torch goes off, this starts passing the item back and forth, and then every time it is in this hopper, the comparator sees it, sends a pulse up here. You know, we power the bottom dropper there. I have 2 pieces of dust here because you know, if we just had the one, then you know, it's powering the bottom dropper through this block, but it also disables this hopper here every time it pulses, and that ends up causing the hopper to get disabled pretty often and really slows it down. So yeah, so I just have a second piece of dust there, and that way it only leads into this block and doesn't interact with these hoppers at all. And then yeah, we just have it spiraling up and up and up and up and up all the way up to the chest, which I think, okay, yeah, we got a bunch of random crap in there that I threw into the system for testing purposes, but yeah, so we can test it out. Oh yeah, and as it's spiraling up, this dust will you know, throttle this hopper, but that hasn't affected the system at all as far as I can tell. So let's throw in a stack of stone and watch it in action. So you can see the clock here is going. Every time the redstone gets in there, sends a pulse, and we just get it going up the spiral all the way up to the top, and you can hear it's completely noiseless, and we're getting the stone making its way up. Every dropper gets powered in turn, and yeah, I really like the way this is working. So you can see sometimes the hopper gets throttled enough, we might be able to see it, that this torch will come on and disable the clock just for a split second, but it doesn't seem to affect the function at all of the unit. So you know, I am not worried about that, and you can see it doesn't happen that often. And okay, it's done cycling through, and we got all our stone up here, and yeah, this design I am liking an awful lot. You know, it took a lot of trial and error to get it working, but you know, it's completely noiseless, 100% reliable. You know, I haven't had any missed items yet, server or otherwise. You know, I built a little test example on the server, and you know, as an additional strength here, if anything did happen to get jammed up, which, you know, like I said, hasn't happened yet, but I suppose it's possible, you can just toggle it on, and it makes a lot of noise, but you could clear out the system just in that way. You know, wait until everything's out, and like so. But really, it's jam proof. Even if you know, even if I came in here and shoved a stack of stone in, and then you know, threw a stack of redstone in here, you know, it'll still work. You'll just be choosing randomly between the two. So, you know, the elevator will never completely break as far as I can tell. So, that's the design. Thanks for bearing with me on that. I might make a separate video just on this. But, you know, I thought that you guys might be interested in this because I've found that good item elevator designs are really, really hard to come by. And, you know, this one, for most of the way up, it's a 3x3 footprint, so not so bad, 100% reliable, silent, and even the bottom, you know, it doesn't take up all that much space. I find it pretty compact overall, so happy with this design. And now we're gonna head onto the server and work on the witch farm, which will incorporate this in there in a pretty integral way. So I'll be back when I'm on the server. Okay guys, here we are at the witch farm down there, and here's just the test setup that I built on the server to do a little bit of more extensive testing for stability and SMP and that sort of thing. And you know, I've sent each and every one of these items up through the system without fail. You know, I've jammed like as much stuff as I can into this chest. You know, we can put, let's see, put a couple stacks of logs in, and you know, we can immediately see it working. And the lag it causes doesn't seem too bad. You know, I'm still getting over 300 FPS, which is nice. And if we go up there, we'll see items coming up into the top. Got our logs popping up. So, you know, it's fast enough for this. So I'm going to build one of these in that hole right there. We'll bring all the items up from down below. And Rom and I have done a lot more work around here to prep for getting this all finished up. So I'll show you. We got this this shaft lined with our planks. You know, there's a little more to do there, but got this access ladder in place. So down at the bottom here, we have, you know, this is getting finished off. Left some of this open so I have room to build, but we've got the skeleton room here. Skeleton spawner up there. We'll get rid of those planks after, but yeah, so the skeletons just fall to their death here, and underneath these half slabs, the whole floor is covered with hoppers. I can show you that. And they all just lead into this central line right here. You can see those are all facing that way, and all of them on this side just move items to the middle, to this line. And all of them on this side, same thing, come into this line here. And yeah, so items will get sucked right through those half slabs, no problem. And there's a hopper pipeline just running under here, where it joins up with the hopper pipeline coming from the witch farm. You know, same deal. Things just fall to their death down here. And I hear slime. Oh well. Oh, you just heard some go. And yeah, same thing, hopper pipeline going down that way. And yeah, it's all just jammed up right now. We have items just all jammed up in the pipeline. You know, just random stuff. Well, I don't really want to break any floor here, but you know, we might. Okay, so it's made it further down than this, but yeah. Basically everything from the farms right now is stored in the pipeline, and my next step is to build the item elevator here. Or actually, first thing I'm going to do is build the sorting system for the items at the top, and then after that we will be working on the item elevator, and hopefully I can get most of this done today. So yeah, as you can see in my inventory, I've got a lot of materials ready. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here. You know, we got a lot of stuff that we've dug out around here. But yeah, I am going to get to work on some sorting. And is there a spider up here? Where is that guy? I don't know. But yeah, retrieve my 2 stacks of lugs, which invariably will make it successfully to the top. And I'll get to work, and yep, I'll be back when I got something to show you guys. So yeah, give me a few minutes. Okay, guys. Well, I've done a lot of work here, as you can see. Got our floor for our little hut. Well, it's not that little, but this is where you'll be when you're farming. And the reason we put it here is because the skeleton spawner is somewhere. Ooh, I guessed it right. Yeah, it's right here. So we wanted to put everything as close to there as possible so we can keep it enabled as much of the time as possible. So we're in the ground a little bit, and you know, centered on the witch farm, more or less centered on the spider spawner there. And you know, rather than show you guys me installing this sorting system, I just did it off camera because, you know, it's pretty standard. Nothing too complicated about it. You know, you got your whoop, that's the miscellaneous chest. You know, you got your 21 items plus the one to be sorted out, like sticks here. That this hopper right here is disabled until the one above it gets an extra item, and then, you know, it enables the hopper long enough to pull the item out. And we just got our hopper pipeline running on top, and I looped that back around, and yeah, it's centered over this hole where we're gonna build the item elevator. And I got all my droppers here, so yeah, the next thing I was gonna do, is install my dropper tower. So I need the first one right at this level here, and directly underneath there. So ooh, that took me pretty low. I didn't expect it to take me that low. Yeah, anyways, droppers right here, straight up, and we'll just throw the item elevator right in here. And how many will it take? I think I had 63. I don't know how high we're coming. Oh, not even close to how many I had. Just get over onto the side here. Maybe a couple more. And get on there and there. So that's where the item elevator will be. It'll push items straight up into this pipeline, and they'll be sorted out. So yeah, there's 10 items we'll be getting. We'll be getting some arrows, bones, glowstone dust, redstone dust, gunpowder, sugar, bottles, spider eyes, sticks, and you know, just to even it out, make it symmetrical, we've added a 10th chest here. There's just miscellaneous items that might find their way into the system. You know, if I go down to look at the witch farm and I accidentally drop something on the floor, well, it'll find its way into this chest here. And yeah, I've raised everything up a little bit. You know, I have an extra hopper and then an extra chest above that, and that's just so that if anybody opens one of these trapped chests, let's see, this is regular chest, trapped, regular, same thing over there. You know, if it was in the middle of sorting and I opened up a trapped chest directly under the sorting system, like if I was directly accessing this line of chests up here, and it was trying to sort, and I opened a trapped chest, it would actually disable the hopper right above it, and you know, cause the sorting system to break down, and it would be a pain in the ass to fix. So nobody will be touching these chests up here, just these ones, and if you open a trapped one, it'll just disable the hopper here, and we still have a buffer there. So as long as we don't let the sorting system get so full that it's overflowing or something, everything should be fine here. So next step for me will be to install the item elevator. So I'm going to get some stuff together and I'm going to get to work on that. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I've been working on the item elevator a bit. You can see here, this is where the hopper pipeline ends, and I've left a gap for now because, like I said, we got everything just backed up in the system. And so when we connect it, everything should filter up to the top and filter into its proper places. So yeah, the hopper pipeline comes in here into the lowest dropper, and over here, that's the detection system for items in the dropper. It turns the torch off, clock right there, activates there, and now all I have to do is follow those. I basically just got to stair step my way up now. So yeah, you can see I'm working on that here. So this dirt will come out after, and I'm just stair stepping like this, and then every second time on the sides here I'm going to put in some glowstones so we don't get any mobs spawning in here. So yeah, it's just like, oh, not there. That is not what I want. Actually, I don't need the dirt. What am I doing? Like so. Okay, I don't need to put the dirt in anymore. I needed to at the bottom where it was open, but not now. So yeah, just like this, and then I'll come back and I'll put in all the repeaters and the redstone, and then I'll show you how I get the last bit done at the end. So yeah, I'm excited to get this going. We've got things well underway here. I'm gonna try to get this done. Oh god, I mean to do that. Distracting myself. Whoa! Oh, that startled me. Holy crap! Jeez, man. Whew. Okay, well, that was interesting. Yeah, get the basic mechanics done here today for this. Oh, I did it again. This episode, and then next time I have some additional plans. Like I'm gonna put in the plan system for toggling the farms off, and yeah, so there's that, and then let's see, what else is there? I don't know. I think I want to put in a fishing hut, like an auto fishing hut. Oh wow, 3 times in a row. An auto fishing hut out here for something for people to do while they're farming. You know, I want to be able to turn off each individually. Have I been making... Oh, jeez. I'm making a mess, aren't I? Okay, this one comes out. This one goes in. Yeah, something for people to do while they're out here farming, and you know, fix it up real nice, make everything look good, work good. Yeah, space. And yeah, that's all in the plans for out here. So I'm gonna finish up this tower, get the redstone in, and then I'll show you how we get the one part that's left to do. Like you know, we have repeater here, which would be right on top of there, leading into a block, and we'll have a block right here with redstone dust on top. But obviously I can't do it all in one go, or I'd be blocking myself in pretty good. But working in this 3x3 shaft is definitely making things a little easier with being able to place stuff on the walls. But anyways, yeah, I'll get this done, and we'll be back. Okay, I got all the repeaters in, and the dust here like this. Now all I need to do is get that last block in for each dispenser, the block and the redstone. So let's see here. This is the first one right here, the not dispenser, dropper. So I've already pre-placed the redstone for that one, as you can now see clearly, because I have fallen down. So that powers that block, which is beside that dropper. So that one's in place. Let's see, now I gotta get back in there. Yeah, right here. Okay, so first one in place there. Second one, I can't remember if I pre-placed it. These are, no, I did not. These are the toughest ones, really, down here at the bottom. Okay, that's in place, like so. Go back around here. A little tight in here, cramped working quarters. Okay, so we got that one in. We gotta get this one right here in place. So, whoops, not there. Gotta work systematically, because if I miss one of these, the whole thing will break, and then I'll have to go figure out which one I missed. Okay, so that is the third one for here. Now, fourth one, which is here. Here we can start. Yeah, we can start this. So now, for there, all I had to do was put a block on top of that dust down there, and then the dust on top. So now, every time I come around, block on the dust, and dust on top. So block, dust, and then once this is done, you won't really be able to get in here unless you destroy a whole bunch of it. So good to make sure you got everything right. So we just work our way around like this, and I'll do the whole thing. So yeah, if you know, I can place on the wall here, but if you were you know, in open area, you can place, like I said, on top of the dust. And we're making good progress here. And then I'll just show you one little thing I changed at the top once I get there. And then we can hook this up, and hopefully works first time. And we start getting stuff sorted. So I think we're almost there. I hope I got enough dust. It's a long way up, but you know, the resource usage is not too bad. A repeater per level, it's better than having to use like a comparator and a repeater for per level. Has some designs. Of course, it's more expensive than just like a torch every second level or whatever, but you know, that's we have a little problem here. We have some stuff talking to each other that should not be talking. So I'm gonna have to work that out. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I think I can just give her the old... No, that's not gonna work either, because now this is talking to that. Huh, I have a little bit of a problem here. So I'm gonna cut here, and then we'll be back when I figure that out. Okay, I think I got it worked out. So we have that repeater feeding into that block, and that repeater, and that dust there, and you know, that one, and that's the last dropper right there. So that should feed that into our hopper pipeline. And then right here where we had that little problem, I just had to get a little bit funky with it. I just came off the side. You know, this is what I wanted to show, where we were interfering a bit. I came off the side through this block, whoops, down two, into that repeater there, and then into the block with the torch under it. And so now I should be able to... Oh, why that no work? That's weird. Why? I don't know. Oh, I guess it did work. It just tricked me or something? I don't know. Okay, I guess it did work. Alright, so yeah, that's set back up. All the sorting should be in place. Do I have half slabs? I do. So, we should be able to go hook this up, assuming I did everything right. Hook up the hopper line, and we'll get our grand finale for this episode. I don't even know how long I've been going. It might be pretty long. Oh well, you know, I haven't recorded in a while, and the reason for that is that I had a family member in the hospital, so you know, I was dealing with that, and yeah. Anyways, we got this big backlog that's just demanding to be sorted. So let's start her up and hope. Okay, seems to be working. Cover this up. And we're getting bones coming through. So let's go see if we are successfully sorting those into the bone chest. And I'm getting a little lag. You know, down 250 FPS. So it's not too bad. Is it choppy? It's a little bit choppy. That's alright. Okay, yeah, let's see. Alright, we're getting bones in here. Let's see if we're getting anything else yet. Just bones so far. Oh yeah, this is a trap chest there, so it'll be stopping stuff. Whoops. I must have broken this one while I was just working on some other stuff, so let me just fix that real quick. Yeah, I think I took out some dust or something, and everything here still looks okay. Yeah, I guess I just got to replace the stuff for sorting right in here. Everything should be fine. Bottles, we getting anything in the misc yet? Nope. How are we doing here? Okay, so we got almost a stack of bones. Don't know why not a full stack. This came out too. I must have really messed this up. I guess I'm gonna have to fix this up. Whoops. Okay, so we have eyes here. Yeah, I guess I must have powered something while I was working on this, so must have filtered everything out. No problem though. Should be all fixed, and nothing in there yet. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this for a while, and we'll finish it off. Check out everything we've collected so far. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, it took a long time for everything to filter out, but it's finally done. So we had a large backlog of arrows, a lot of bones, a little bit of glowstone, decent amount of redstone, decent amount of gunpowder, and then sugar, bottles, spider eyes, sticks, and of course just miscellaneous stuff. This is stuff we just accidentally dropped into the system while we were building it. Everything worked very well. I just had to fix one little bug with it. That was right here. I had this hopper pipeline going right over this block, but of course that comparator right there was disabling the hoppers, so we got a backlog here. But the solution was easy enough. All I had to do was loop around it. So yeah, things are working really nice, and I like just coming down here, you know, easily entertained. Just come down here and throw some random stuff into the system, and then go back up and get it. And it just, I don't know, it's cool to me. Like, let's see here. Oh, I'll throw my bow and some ladders and torches and my flint and steel, and I'll just toss some random stuff, and they just get sucked in. Of course, I can't toss netherrack because that's the filler block, and see stuff working through, and yeah, I'll just be able to go retrieve it at the top. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. This farm is almost done. The last things that really got to do is you know, make this look a little nicer. You know, this is kind of utility access back here. Need to make this a little less boring. Like I said, I'll probably want to put in an underwater fishing hut, and then I want to put controls in, you know, disable each spawner individually, or disable them together, or enable both together, that kind of thing. So yeah, that won't be too difficult, but I'm gonna have to leave that for next time. And I hope you guys like my item elevator. I think I am going to make, like I said, a separate video on this, because it works really well. I really like it, and I'm pretty proud of the design. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.